I feel like I'm in a film noir. Hello Kate, happy Thursday, oh my god, the 26th. Okay, shock over. Yes. I'm just gonna get straight to the questions. Favourite books? Foundation series, huge sci-fi nerd, brilliant. American Psycho with Bret Easton Ellis, controversial but necessary. Animal Farm, George Orwell, enough said. Book of Dead Days, Marcus Sedgwick, first book I ever fell in love with. No, hit the wall. The Outsider by Camus. It's called The Stranger in America if you're looking for it. Albert Camus, brilliant French existentialist author. I'm a big fan of existentialism. And finally, Beckett's Endgame, anything by Beckett. He was a playwright. See the play? Really, really brilliant though. Check all those people out. What inspired me to write? Well, I think we went over this in another video, but I've been thinking about that recently, and before NaNoWriMo it was just the fact that I wanted to write a novel, and I just wanted to get into sort of serious writing, and I figured, you know, if I'm ever gonna, because I'm not particularly aiming to be a writer, but it's a possibility, so if you're gonna start, you know, start now, why not? But now what's inspiring me is I just don't want to do the hoedown throwdown. I really don't. That's my current inspiration. I haven't really got any big plans as far as celebration, because really I will have written 50,000 words, and it will all be my own work, and it will be quite a pleasing thing to do, but I'm not really going to celebrate. My only celebration is not going to be doing the hoedown throwdown. That's going to be a pretty good prize, but I'm going to celebrate by starting to write a bit more, because what NaNoWriMo has made me realise is that I am a crafter, not an inspired writer, which is what I'd like to talk about. Okay, so there's this wonderful, wonderful YouTuber called Theo Warner. He has a writing channel called As His Own Soul. Links in the doobly-doo. Go check him out. I'm almost certain I pointed the wrong way then. Doobly-doo. But yes, he's a wonderful, wonderful guy. He has such great ideas, and there's just this one particular video I want to talk about where he's basically saying, particularly the romantic writers wanted to convey this illusion that they were these terribly passionate individuals who would go out in the storm and the forest and the dark, and stuff would just come to them, and they'd be writing furiously, hair blowing in the wind, that kind of thing. Whereas a lot of the time, for instance, I think Dylan Thomas was notorious for constantly redrafting everything hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times, because writing is very much a craft, and I quite like that notion. It's about making sentences. It's not about writing, it's about making. It's about making an art object as much as sculpture or painting. It's about taking things and putting them together in such a way that it's good. When I started with this project, I was very naive. I knew the whole notion of muses, the things that come to you, give you inspiration, and suddenly you got it, there's your book. I knew that was a ridiculous notion, and yet I still went into this thinking that I was going to be able to produce 50,000 words just like that, just with a basic outline. Now I realise that I'm a very crafty writer, and that's the kind of writing I'm going to be pursuing after NaNoWriMo. I mean, I would really love to get started right now, but this novel needs to be finished. And I think that's all from me today. One final note, I want to thank everybody for putting up with my god-awful acting on Sunday. And you shall see Kate and I this Sunday for our final collab show, unless we're doing one the following week. I'm not sure. Anyway, see you then. Stay groovy.